Jess. So I'm about to start doing my general reading. Normally I do it just by recording myself and then posting it on YouTube. But today I was like, I want to do something different. I'm going to do it live on the Book of the Face. So right now I'm just shuffling up my affirmation cards to see what the affirmation is of the day. I got my incense going behind me because that bad boy is strong, strong. Good morning, y'all. All right, let's see. All right. Today it says, letting go creates space for me to receive. Well, that's a good affirmation to have. I like that. All right, let's see what we have in store for us today. Letting go creates space for me to receive. I like that. That could be letting go of the past, letting go of an attitude, a mentality, letting go of a person. That can mean so much stuff. I like that. All right. All right, Spirit, what do you have for us today? So I have the Seven of Wands, Kings of Swords, and a Seven of Swords. So this definitely seems to be something of standing your ground and going for what you believe in. Seven of Swords is pretty much saying stand up for yourself when all opposing or anyone is like attacking you. This can be physically, mentally, words. The Knight of Swords is a card that comes with the energy of take action. Just go. Like you're prepared, you know what you need, you have the tools, and just to take action on whatever it is that you're going through in a sense. And then the Seven of Swords, as you can see, it looks like a person is running away. This card pops up to signify that something mentally is bothering you. You're trying to find an escape, or you're trying to find a way out. So with the Seven of Wands, with there's a sense of feeling like you're being not like, I don't want to say attacked because that sounds too harsh, but in a sense you're feeling kind of like, that's the only word that comes to mind is attacked, or it feels like somebody's always coming at you, whether it be like a conversation, whether how people portray you or how they think about you. It always seems like there's some type of negative energy that's coming in your direction. And now it's time to take action and take that mentality and say, you know what, I'm not going to be what they say that I am. I'm not going to let that bother me. I'm going to stand up for myself. If I have to defend myself, I will. I will change my own mentality of having them like always on my mind because they're so negative. Sometimes you just got to leave the situation alone, or leave some people alone if they're always being negative to you in a sense. So with that being said, the Seven, that's ironic. The Seven of Cups and then the Six of Pentacles. So the Seven of Cups comes up when there is an energy of opportunity. So if you're feeling like somebody is always attacking you, if you feel like somebody is always coming at you or bringing negativity to like your way, and it's like is lowering your vibrations and lowering your energy. The seven opportunities. Okay, it's seven of cups is saying you have a choice. You can either stay where you are in that negativity realm, or stay around and stay communication with those people, or in that environment, or in that situation. Or you have an option to say, okay, I'm not going to allow this to happen. I'm not going to be able to stay in this environment if this continues to happen. Have that mentality of I can get up and I can go. I can go ahead and make my own moves. I can shake whatever it is that is causing me to feel this way. I have options. I don't have to sit in my own pity party per se. The Six of Pentacles is pretty much giving back to others. So if there's somebody that is always being negative or always trying to degrade you or something like that, leave that alone, and then put out that energy of that happiness, of that joy, or give back, or spend time with people that's going to actually be able to appreciate your time, or appreciate your presence, or appreciate your communication. So leaving that negativity of that person or that situation. It can be a relationship, or maybe it's a relationship at a job. Somebody at your job is maybe really always negative. They always have something negative to say about somebody else. That communication is kind of just like, you want to just like, you know what, I don't have time for that. I'm about to move around. And then next thing you know, you're talking to somebody that's matching your energy, that's matching that communication style or your emotions in the day. Not saying like you won't have the time where, because we find ourselves around people that we can relate to, right? But I'm saying like the negative people, the ones that always have something negative to say. Like, do you have any type of like good news? I know they say no news is good news, but do you have anything positive to say about anybody else? And that comes from not being happy with yourself, to be honest. And in that mind frame, standing in that situation, you're going to feel like there is something that is, how would you say? What would you say, Spirit? If you're standing in that situation, it's because you don't feel that you might have the strength to get out of it, or you don't feel like right now is the time, or maybe they'll change, or maybe they'll stop talking in that way, or maybe they'll start, they'll come around to it, right? And that might put you in a, I would say like a state of mind, or like an emotion of helplessness. So if there is something that's just like got you down right now, and it's like every time I'm around this person, or every time I have this conversation with this person, it is always negative. And it starts to put you in that mindset like, gosh, like I continue to like, hey, chill out, like calm down. But it starts to make you feel like there's nothing else you can do, or nothing else you can say to get out that situation. But you can. It's always a way out of a situation. Never feel like you need to stay into it doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. It can be a family member. It can be a friend. It can be a coworker that just always have something negative to say. All right. So the World Cup and then the King of Coins, or Pentacles. So with the World Cup coming in this reading, as I'm looking at it, it's saying like joy, happiness. So within the situation of negativity, leaving that situation where we had the Seven of Swords earlier, now with the World card and the King of Coins card coming in to end it, it's saying joyful accomplishments being accomplished. So pretty much stepping out of that situation to find your peace. The more I think about it, this is starting to feel more of like work environment. Like a negative person at work, like that's always like just negative, or not even in a bad mood, like not always in a good mood, but you can tell, like they'll smile and say hi, good morning, whatever, but it also seems like something's bothering them, and the only way that they can express it without coming out and saying, hey, this is what's wrong with me, is kind of to be in like a pissy ass mood. I know that I do have a coworker that I wouldn't say is negative in a sense, but I do know that this coworker is definitely going through some things, and it does, the persona, the energy that I get from this person definitely speaks high energy, like do not mess with me today. All right, so going in with the oracle cards, what else Spirit has for me today? Let's see. How should we end this? All right. So the new moon in Cancer, and then the disseminating moon is saying take time to breathe out. So take time to step away from this coworker is what I'm hearing. Because what I was going to try to do, I was going to try to talk to him like, hey, why do you seem so angry all the time? But from this reading, I'm getting a sense of, like it said, take time to breathe. So maybe I won't approach them. Maybe I'll just wait for them to say something. So this is what this reading had for me today. I like that one, because that has been on my mind, which is crazy, but I didn't really think of anything of it until now. So I think I'll just leave it alone and wait for that person to come talk to me and see if they want to open up to me and say, hey, this is what's been bothering me. Sorry if I've had an attitude. And of course, like I was saying earlier, having that open communication with them is like, you know, you have been like unprofessional lately at work. So I'll probably just drop it for now. That's what the card's telling me to do. Just walk away, leave it alone for now. And then I guess when the time is right, they'll open up. I like that reading. That was pretty cool. And that ties back in with the affirmation card that I pulled today. The letting go creates space for me to receive. So letting go of what I feel that I should do to help them, and then just wait for them to come out and receive their message of what's been bothering them. Because maybe they just need to talk to somebody about what they're going through, and right now it's just not the time. They don't want to really open up right now, and I guess I can understand that. So I'll wait on that. I'll just wait for them to come to me and open up, and I won't be all up in their business. If they feel comfortable enough to talk to me, then they do. If they don't, then that's acceptable as well. They have their own right to feel that they can or they cannot. But I can definitely tell something is bothering them, and I don't want to be all up in their business because that's not professional. Alright, so now I'm going to try to do a reading on general. Let's do a general reading. Let's see if I could. Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mari. Good morning, Jamal. Who's that? Natty, good morning. just doing general readings. So I'm not going to bring up a topic. I'm just going to pull cards and see which way it starts to guide me and just listen to spirit. Because when spirit talks, we all know sometimes we don't listen all the time. I am guilty of that. I want to answer and I want to answer now. And then I just go about my day. And it's like, I was trying to talk to you and give you an answer, but you're not listening. Alright, so I'm going to start with 3 cards first. That's for a start and elaborate on the message. So let's see. I have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is about your emotions. It's usually like a kind of like a immature mentality. And with her being, she kind of looks like a preteen or a young teenager, is really high emotion. So being a teenager, we are very hormonal and really snappy and snippy. Okay, so I received that message. So we have the 6 of Cups. So this is going to be an emotional state. So this is about nostalgia. This is about embracing like your childhood dreams. Going back to old memories to help you kind of like put your plans in place, if you will. And then I have the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords gives the energy of entrapment. So feel like you can't move forward or something is in your way, not allowing you to take that next step, if that makes sense. So, let's see. So for myself, if I was to take this message with the Page of Cups being some type of like immature mood, or it's like a strong emotion of like overabundance of emotion. Like it can be an excited emotion or really deep, sad, depressed, angry emotion. But I'm not getting angry with this card. This one is starting to give more of like a frustration. The 6 of Cups, as far as like childhood dreams, like going back to maybe thinking about what you wanted to do as a child, and are you actually making that dream or that goal or that career come true type thing. So this is what I'm seeing with these 2 cards. Now I put this one with it, the 8 of Swords, feeling like some type of blockage. So with that, I'm seeing like a mental state of not knowing how to make that childhood dream come true. So not knowing, okay, so I know I want to do for my career, I know what I want to do with my life, but for some reason I feel like I can't get to that next step, or I don't know what to do to get to that next step. It doesn't have to be more or less of jumping right into it, but do you have the resources? Do you know the people that can help you get to that next step in order to do so? That's what this is giving me. Because I know, as of right now, I know some of you might not know this, so I'll share this. But I am starting, or I have started, already in the works of starting my own business for tarot card readings, for intuitive and spiritual readings. Also doing healing spells and things like that, love spells, romantic spells. So with this message here, if I was portraying this message onto myself, I have been feeling lately like I have been at a blockage, because I started my website. I've put on here on Facebook that I've been doing readings, or I'm available to do readings, and making videos, posting them on YouTube, getting my business website up and going, checking my business email, things like that. but I still feel like I'm missing something. I still feel like there's some type of blockage, and this is what this Eight of Swords come from, that entrapment of like not being able to move forward. Like, you're not that I'm afraid to take actions, but what can I do to get to that next step? So I started the website. I've done the YouTube. I put it onto Facebook. I've got a little replies and feedback on it, but in order for me to actually start to be prosperous or actually see a outcome from it, like, how can I get to that next step? So I've been just sitting on it. I've been thinking about it. I've even been dreaming about it, which is weird. And I just feel like I'm somewhere at a standstill, and I don't know what else to do. So I speak to spirit, so hopefully that spirit could help me. So with the next cards for my reading, I have the Chariot and the High Priestess. So as I was just sitting here saying, I don't know how to take the next step forward with starting my business. Like, I don't know if I need to do more research, which I felt like I've done enough, but you can never learn too much, right? We're always growing. We're always learning something new each day. So with this reading for me, the Chariot and the High Priestess. So the Chariot is about, definitely, and it says it right here, rewards comes from hard work. So successfully balancing many priorities at once: determination, willpower, public recognition. So the Chariot, as you can see, it's about moving forward. It's about having that understanding, that mentality that what you're doing right now will set you up for success in the future. So I feel that way. I feel like I'm on the right path, but I feel like I'm missing, like, if I've missed a step or if I'm missing a step on how to just get my business to just blow up. So with the High Priestess, of me saying that when I was, before I pulled the cards, actually, this is what the card says, and then we'll go back to what I just said. Excuse me. So meditate and turn inward to discover your soul's true desire. This is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. So as I was just saying, I'm not sure if I'm missing a step or what's going on. This card pops up and says, develop your intuitive gifts. So I've been working on my meditations. I've been working on talking more to spirit to see if my higher power can give me the guidance and put me on the right path in order for me to be successful. And now the High Priestess is coming and saying, right now, just continue the conversation and communication with me, and then I'll give you your next step. So that just, oh my goodness. Woo, that was crazy. All right. You didn't have to put me on blast like that, but it's okay. It's all right. See, so I'm just letting you guys in on a little conversation between me and spirit right now, because I have been struggling as far as what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? I have all these tools. I have all of the supplies that I need. What am I doing? And this card pops up and saying, pretty much focus more on me, and I'll give you your next step. Once you listen to me, I'll be able to provide you, do this next, and I'll do this next. I guess I'm trying to go in my own order, or in my own, how would you say, like, lead my own way. And Spirit's like, no, I created you. You listen to me. I know what's best with you. I know what's best for you. So wait for me. Don't try to jump the bullet. Don't try to jump ahead. I have plans for you, and my plans are going to work better than what you think your plans are. So to close out this reading, so this was just a general reading for myself regarding business. How can I make my business successful? And I'm seeing here with the last card, the Seven of Pentacles. So this one, without even reading the bottom of the card, this card represents pretty much when you put your best foot forward to do a job, the results, the outcome, the ending result of that is going to be successful. So if you put your best foot forward, all the sweat, blood, and tears, you're like, I worked hard for this. This is what I want. The reward is going to come out just the same. However, if you slack off and you're like, oh, I'm just going to do this, and not be wholeheartedly about it, you're going to get pretty much a sloppy ass result in the end. It's not gonna grow. It's not gonna have any meaning or any love in the ending result. So with this business reading that I'm listening to, the Seven of Pentacles, this is what the bottom of the card says. So seeds well planted, efforts or investments that will be rewarded in the future, the need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future, unnecessary worry. So I was just saying that I don't know my next step, and it's been like I've been dreaming about it and things like that, and it's like unnecessary worry, like you're worrying for no reason. I continue to tell you to be patient, to wait for me, and to listen to me, and then I'll give you your next steps. But I guess I'm trying to jump the gun here, and it's saying seeds well planted, efforts and investments that will be rewarded in the future. So if I put the hard work in, the hard work is going to come back to me 10 times fold. So this young lady, just as a visualization, as she's put her heart into growing these plants, and they come out to be so fluffy and so vibrant and so beautiful. So I guess that I have to pretty much like just get out of my own mentality and my own mind, saying like, I feel like I'm at a standstill. I feel like I am not going to be able to succeed. I feel like things like that. And my higher spirit is saying, no, you're going to be fine. Just right now, you need a little bit more time with me. And I'm like, okay, I can. All right, okay. So instead of fighting with my higher power, I need to just sit back, meditate, and listen. Do some prayer work, Okay. This says work through your fears. So one of my fears is not being successful. And that might come to resonation with a lot of people. And it says this is the moon in Scorpio. I love these oracle cards. They're so pretty. I don't know if you guys can really see it or not. I'm sorry. But work through your fears. So for me, that's telling me to just be patient. And I guess when the time is right, my business will start to actually unravel itself and things like that. I'll start having more clients, or customers, acquirents is what they're really called. But that's just something it's just been bothering me, because I know that I've put my all into it. I've done my research. I've meditated. I've been praying. I've been doing everything that I feel like I needed to do. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm at a standstill. But Spirit within the High Priestess is saying this is not the time for action. Develop your intuitive gifts and trust the wisdom you receive. So meditating, and when I'm hearing those messages, when I'm meditating or hearing Spirit's voice, is trust what I'm telling you. If I'm telling you to wait, then Janet waits. If I'm telling you to, hey, tomorrow, do this, and then wait, do it, and don't try to go any further than that. I'm giving you an inch, don't try to take a mile. So it's just me trying to jump ahead of my plans. That's not really my plans, because obviously Spirit has plans for me that I'm obviously missing. I'm missing the message because I'm just eager. I'm excited. That's all. I'm just excited, and it's making me nervous, and it's making me doubt myself. So thank you, Spirit, for that message. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Christina. Sam, what it do? I just thought, instead of me doing my personal readings by myself, I'll just share with you guys, so you guys know what I'm doing, how I'm doing, because I don't talk to everybody a lot. I'm not on Facebook all the time, so. Hey, Daniel. I'm gonna have to plug my phone in. I should have plugged it in before I got on live, because I was about to die. I do it all the time. This light, I think I might have to change this room around or something because that sun is always beaming in my phone and it's so dark to me. Does it look extra dark to y'all? Because it looks dark to me. Maybe it's the angle. I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, so I'm going to recharge these. I'm going to pull from my other deck. Go in there. I like these cards because they are easy to freaking shuffle. I wanted to have music playing in the background, but we all know how Facebook is. So I'm not even going to mess with that. I will enjoy the piece, whatever. My incense went out. Y'all gotta, I'm about to light another one. 1 second. These incense be hella bent. Hella bent. Smells so good. So good. Let's see. What the hell? What's going on with my phone? No, I don't need that. Thanks. Okay. So I'm going to do one more reading. And then I'll probably do another one this evening because I need to go eat. I think this is the brightest I'm going to be able to get because this damn window is bright as hell outside. Welcome to Arizona. I don't even think my freaking charger is even that long to even reach over here. I think I'm just have to just do this one real quick. Alright. Here we go. Another general reading. This reading will not be for me. I don't know who this reading is going to be for, but let's find out. Alright. So, the first three cards that came out, I have the Chariot, the Magician, And then the Knight of Pentacles. The Chariot, the Magician, and the Knight of Pentacles. This one, I'm seeing money. And not in a sense of like, this one I'm getting a sense of kind of like somebody's waiting on some money. Kind of like a payday. Like maybe somebody you lend some money to somebody and then it's now their time to pay up. This is what I'm sensing from this card. So the Chariot again is about going toward. Magician is about using what you have, pretty much to get what you want, to make what you want or what you're desiring. And then the Knight of Pentacles is a younger person that's more experienced with money. So it's kind of like you went out of your way and whatever you had and let this person borrow money, and now you're waiting for them to give it back. That's what it is. That sounds kind of petty, but that's what I'm getting from these three cards being together like that. I know I want my money too. Like, I gave you some money and now it's time for you to pay the fuck up. But it's not, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I was going to say something, but I don't want to jump the gun before Spirit says something. Taxes. I'm waiting for my taxes. Okay. Hi, Amber. I just noticed that was what you, that was from you. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so we have the Three of Swords, the Six of Wands, and then I have the Ten of Cups. So the Three of Swords is pretty much a give and take. So I give you what I have, and then you pretty much like, it's kind of like is this person taking advantage? Or like, hey, I'm waiting here. Like, how much longer do I have to wait for you to ante up on my change? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm getting from this card that I just pulled. The Six of Wands is a victory card. So with this being in a financial reading, the victory card, I would say it's on its way. Where you're going to be like, finally, just when I wanted it, I didn't have it. And now that I need it, I have it. And it's going to be actually more worthwhile than just having it when you thought you wanted it back. Because, I mean, let's be honest, what would it just went in your pockets and just sat on there like, oh, I finally got it. But now that you actually need it, now you're able to put it to good use. And then with the Ten of Cups, with this rainbow here, with people all up with their cups in the air, things like that. This one is saying like it's going to be some type of like a joy, a fulfillment that you have your money back. And the reason that it's come now in this time, because remember, everything works according to plan. You may want something, but you might not need it at that current time. But when you get it, you definitely getting it in the right position and the right timing. So it's not always up to us when things happen, and I'm starting to come to the realization of that, especially with reading more and more tarot cards. It's just like, right now it's not the right timing. Okay, I'll chill. But with this rainbow card with the Ten of Cups, within this financial reading, I would definitely say whoever it is, I'm not sure if this is going to resonate to anybody or if it's not going to resonate to nobody. But I'm just letting you know this is what the energy, this is what these cards represent, and they come up for a reason. So when it's about time to receive the monetary in your life, it could be a week, day from now, week from now, month from now, whatever it is. I can't see timing. These cards don't tell me timing. It's going to be a joyous time. It's going to be something that you're going to be able to appreciate, or maybe something that you're going to be able to maybe just splurge on yourself, or maybe splurge on kids, or maybe buy something for a friend or a family member, maybe because they've been down or whatever the case is. But it's the reason why you're really needing this money, because you really need to figure out, all right, so I'm going to just take a little bit here, and it's not even about bills. Like, this has nothing to do with paying back bills or paying your bills. This is more of, how would you call it? I almost said celebrating yourself. That's not, that's not what I was thinking. Not celebrate yourself, but like do something for yourself instead of just giving. It's just like, I've given so much, but I don't get as much, if that makes sense. So, but your money's on the way. Yeah, sometimes you put out the work and you're just like, listen, it's time for my money to come in. You know, I need things to happen. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is going to be interesting. All right, so the next cards that I pulled was a Fool card and also the Two of Wands. So the Fool card represents the name of the card. So being spontaneous, going on an adventure, not really being like stupid fool, but like a fool of somebody that you know what the potential outcome would be, but you're still going to go out on a limb and say, hey, I want to go ahead and try that. I want to go ahead and try this. And then with the Two of Wands, it's about that journey. I'm glad these two did come out, because these can definitely correlate together. The Fool card is about taking that leap, doing something new. The Two of Wands is about planning what that next adventure could potentially be. So in this reading, I'll take it as, okay, you have money coming in, do something new. Like I was just saying, do something for yourself. Do something new, do something exciting. I know we're pretty much like still on this lockdown type thing, but I mean, you can still find something to like make yourself feel good, or make yourself feel more empowered, or just to get through the day. I was definitely with this one, plan ahead and give yourself a date. Okay, so by this date, I'm going to go ahead and pamper myself. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy myself. I'm going to do something for me instead of always doing something for somebody else. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this reading. This reading is definitely do something for yourself. Make sure that everything else around you is put in order within your household, and then take time for you. Look at the bigger picture. It's time to take action. So looking at the bigger picture of not seeing that you're being selfish, right? You're not being selfish. Everybody needs that time. Like, I need that me time, right? I need that one-on-one time with me, myself, and I. And then taking that to action, saying, okay, look, everybody, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be rude, but I just need my me time. I need to take that action so that way I can get back into my mental capacity of strength, and my spiritual body and my physical body. Like, it's too much negativity and too much sickness. There's so much drama in life, and so much on the news and friends, and it's just so much of everybody else that we hear about or we see about. But when was the last time you actually sat down and just sat quiet just for a little bit and said, that sounds better, and it's completely peaceful? Just take time for yourself is what I'm seeing here with this one. Go buy you something. Go maybe to the store. Maybe just go buy something to drink with yourself. Sit alone. It's okay. It's one thing to be alone and one thing to be lonely. I've learned that throughout life. I didn't think it made sense at all when I was younger. But being alone and being lonely is completely two different things. So maybe when you get extra money, you get extra time, do something by yourself. You don't need friends. You don't need a group of people to go out to lunch with. Just go somewhere and do something with yourself, by yourself, for yourself. And it does show it's going to be, it's definitely needed, especially with what's going on now in this world. Because, babe, I'm over it. And this is why I turned to reading tarot, because I felt like there was just so much in the air that I need to start going more inward and listen to spirit, because I hear too much on the outside. I'm like, what is in the inside? Who's talking on the inside? Because the outside world, I'm just over it. I'm over it. Oh, I'm sorry, Amber. I was just trying to do this real quick. What'd you say? Can you pull cards for me? Yeah, honey, I can do your reading. Yes, I can. Do you have a specific question, hon? Amber, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, is there a specific thing that you want to get some insight on, or you want to know how to, an outcome, or what to do, or some type of guidance? Go ahead and write it to me. I'm going to try to find a way to charge my phone without having my phone die. So I'll be right back. No, just relationship. Okay, give me 1 second, Amber. Let me try to charge my phone real quick before it die. Hopefully this works. I'm just throwing stuff all over the place. Super light. Please, baby, come back. There it is. You can blame it all on me. Let me see if it's gonna work now, because I gotta charge in. So rotate. It say rotate your device. Look, I can't rotate my device right now. I need my device to stay the way it is. So if y'all see me go like this, it's because my phone is sideways. Your relationship with your kid's dad. Okay. Yeah, I got you. All right. Thank you, Spirit. I want to go ahead and take this time out to thank you for this reading. I ask that you come in the presence in the midst. Amber is asking regarding some guidance or some clarification or some insight on the relationship with her father, her kid's dad. I ask that you speak through me, through cards, through tarot, to answer some type of guidance or some type of next step opportunity to get this relationship possibly on a more comforting path. I ask that it's enlightening, it's powerful, and I ask that it's clarity, give some type of strength, give it some type of substance, so that where there's no judgment in between the relationship, there's no hostility within a relationship, there's no anger within a relationship. I just ask for it's peaceful. I ask for it to be kind and nourishing for the children. Lord, I ask that you come into the midst of this tarot reading and ask that you guide me and give the proper words or the accurate words. If I happen to stumble or portray a message that may not be of you, I ask that you provide a message that is of you, and I ask that it be used with integrity, clearness, crystal clearness, and I ask that it be truthful. All right. Amen. All right. So the first card already popped out. I'm going to just leave it there because obviously there's something going on right there. All right, Amber. I'm going to show you the cards. I'm going to tell you what the cards represent and what they have a meaning when they come in a group together. So, a standalone meaning. So, this is going to be the Kings of Cups. So, first and foremost, let me just inform you of the cards. So, the cups are about emotions. So, I have two cards here with cups. So, cups are about emotions, about their feelings, about feelings toward a situation. And then I have two cards here of swords. Swords is about the mind, the intellect, the intelligence, pretty much your brain, what goes inside your brain, right? So the King of Cups. The King of Cups, it could represent responsibility, right? King of Cups does not always have to be a man figure, but it is a masculine energy. It's two different completely things. So that's weird that card actually popped out when I was shuffling and praying. So the Six of Cups, as you can see, I don't know if I need to say this or if you can just see what's happening in the card. So the emotions, it's an older person presenting a cup to a younger person. So maybe this is, you're saying that you want to get a better relationship with your kid's father. And this is showing a relationship between an older adult and a child, right? Some type, you're sharing some type of knowledge with this child. You're sharing some type of emotion with this child. So it doesn't have to be like you physically giving something to a child, right? Remember, I said the cups is about emotions. So what emotions are you presenting onto your children, right? So is it behind closed doors? Is it something that you're doing in front of them? Things like that. So just keep that in mind for a moment. So the Ace of Swords is about new beginnings. Again, it's about the mind because of the swords. So this is saying there's going to be like a new way of thinking, a brand new way of thinking. And it's going to be a good thing. So if you've been doubting yourself about the relationship between you and him, maybe it's something that it's time to get out of your old way of thinking and come forward and say, okay, I've been thinking like that for way too long. Let me take a different approach at it and come with more of a clear mind, a clear thought process. So that way, I would say communication. So when you take a step back and think about something, you think something through, you have a better way of communicating it when you're trying to talk with that person, right? Because if you just talk, it's arguments starting to happen. You're starting to say things you don't mean, things like that. But if you sit back and say, okay, let's have a discussion. Let's talk things through. Let's figure out what should be done in order to make this work. Now, I'm not saying, because I don't know your relationship with him, so I'm not saying that y'all are going to get back together. But maybe co-parent, right? Maybe the co-parenting thing is off, or maybe like you guys are not on the same page, but there's some type of mentality that's keeping that communication to where it's just like, starting to become frustrated. But take that time for yourself. Think about your words. Again, you're thinking, think about that communication and what emotions you're putting off. This card, this is a Ten of Swords card. So this card by itself, it means that, as you can see in the card, she's laying on the ground. She has 10 swords pierced all through her, but she's still on her cell phone, right? She's looking at her cell phone kind of like, oh, no, I'm good, you know? So it's kind of like, are you putting on a mask? Are you putting on a facade for yourself or for anybody else? It could be for your kids, right? You don't want them to see how you're feeling because mama has to be strong, right? But it's definitely saying that there is something that you don't want to show mentally, and on the outside you're like, no, I'm fine, I'm good, but something's definitely bothering you. Definitely. Alright, thank you so much for that message. Give me one moment. Let me get some clarification. So we figured out the surface of it. We see that masculine energy of there is some type of masculine love there. And I do see that there's an older figure with a younger figure, and she's handing off some type of substance. So if it's like, is it words that you're sharing with your child? Are they positive? Are they positive words? Are they negative words about the other parent? Or are you, still trying to provide for your child even through the circumstances of the relationship, and keeping that clear in mind, like, okay, all right, time to be adults here. Okay, so the next cards I have here is the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. There's a lot of emotions. First of all, let me step back for a second. There's a lot of emotions going on here. Here we go again. Eight of Cups. Again, remember I said this is about your emotions, right? As you can see, these cups seem to be in the background, and this person is walking away, right? So just kind of like what I said with the Ace of Swords, take that time to think clearly of your next word choices. Also, step away from those emotions. As far as like, if you're starting to get angry, take a step back and say, okay, I need to chill. I'm getting too hyped up right now. It's not healthy. We're trying to figure this out in the best way that we can for the situation. And I'm not helping the situation right now, right? And this could also be a notation for him as well, but since he's not here, I'm sorry, I gotta talk to you. But again, even if it's an argument, both people should take a step back and be like, all right, let me chill. I'm getting too like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? But just take a step back from your emotions and say, okay, these emotions are starting to become overwhelming. As you can see, there's 8 of them, right? So think of all 8 of those cups filled to the brim with emotion. That's you starting to come to the, like, I'm about to snap, right? Like, take a step back, relax, breathe. The next one is the Nine of Cups. This one is a cup of, like, it's not, I don't want to say completion because that's what the Ten of Cups is. But the Nine of Cups is pretty much like you're almost there. Like you've almost come to a solution, a completion. The Nine of Cups is being satisfied of what the outcome will be because you've taken a step back. You didn't blow off the hinges. You had that time to think about what you're going to say before you said it. You stopped hiding your feelings. You spoke on what was bothering you, and now you feel like, okay, now that we're in a space to where we are now on the same level, we're on the same eye to eye type stance. Now this conversation has some type of substance. Like, we clearly, I see what you're saying, you see what I'm saying. Okay, we have agreed to disagree, but now that we were able to do it in a more calm and collective manner, now you're able to say, okay, we was tripping, I was tripping, I'm sorry, you were tripping, you say sorry, whatever the case is, and now you're able to see eye to eye. So I'm not saying, like I said, I don't know your relationship, so I can't speak on it happening, but not saying that you guys are going to get back together and be a whole lovely romantic couple, or maybe just co-parenting. But whatever the situation is, there is going to be now an evil playing field. It's going to be leveled out to where you guys are now going to be able to sit down and have a decent conversation about what's going on. So that relationship will be repaired to the fact of communication and the emotional standpoint is what I'm saying. So the oracle cards we have, believe in the impossibility, believe in the impossible blue moon, and what do you need to release in the waning moon. So believe in the impossible. So if you feel that it's not going to work out, he's not going to listen, or this relationship is not going to go anywhere, believe in it. Because your guidance is taking that step back, thinking clearly. It's taking a step back from your emotions. And then also, what do you need to release? So within that conversation, saying, hey, this has been pent up, right? I need to let this go because it's just building. It's frustrating me, right? So Just breathe. And I would definitely say give it some time. It doesn't have to be rushed into, like the conversation doesn't have to be rushed into um, over the weekend or over a night, right? Just give it some time to let it sit on it. Think about what you're going to say. Try to leave um, the negative, degrading comments out of it. Leave those emotions alone. Um, just have facts and say, hey, this is how I've been feeling. This is how I'm perceiving what is going on. This is how it's making me feel. How can we fix this? How can we get on a better understanding to have a better open communication? So that's what I was getting for you. Yes, girl, I'm crying. We're trying to work on things, but he got someone in his inbox. Let me see if I can stand up. I don't know if it's going to stand up with this thing in here, but we're going to try. I hope it don't fall. We've been talking about we don't want to rush our future. Yeah, it's just going to take, that's where that communication portion come in that I was telling you about. Think about your word choices. So you're saying that thing, but he got someone in his inbox. One thing that I've learned, and maybe it's because it's come through many relationships, people are going to do what they want to do. Right? And that's a hard truth, and it's hard for a lot of people to acknowledge that. But at the same time, I come to the realization that if you want to be in courtship, I'll say that, in courtship with somebody or relationship with somebody or have a relationship with somebody, there has to be boundaries, right? There has to be some type of communication in the beginning of, hey, this is what I will allow, this is what I will not allow. And if you're not able to act as accordingly as I will act accordingly to what you wish, because I agree with that, then this may not work, because everybody's not for everybody, but there's somebody out there for somebody, right? So that communication of just saying, hey, I don't like this, or I'm feeling this way, and it's making me feel kind of like uneasy, and I just want to talk to you about it so we can take the next step forward. And we suck at communication. Yeah. I could tell. There's definitely a communication barrier there for sure. So I'm sorry that you're having to go through that, Amber. I really am. But like I said, I can't give you like definite like deadlines to like do it by this day, or I can just try to give you some type of guidance, or maybe try a different approach at it. That's what tarot is all about, saying, hey, I know that it seems like there's an energy of you feeling this way. Have you tried it doing this way? Because it seems like you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. But try a different approach, you'll get a different outcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, huh? No problem. I'm glad I was able to give you some type of positive insight, because I know that's hard. I've been there. Hey, Larry. So I hope that helped you. You're welcome, sweetie. Good. That's good. So I'm not saying something that's not true. That's good. You're already in the process of doing that. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. Communication, boo. Communication. Thanks for the loves and the hearts and stuff, y'all. Yeah, I know. I know it's gonna be hard. Remember, when I said earlier, I think it was a reading, for. I think it was you. We were talking about the financial income coming in, and I wasn't speaking about taxes or the stimulus check. I was talking about like loaning somebody some money, or hey, I did this service for you, now I need you to pay me type thing. But like I said, all messages doesn't resonate with everybody, and it may not resonate with anybody. But and that's what I came with. And I did say, just because you're alone does not mean that you're lonely, right? So I know you said you guys have been separated for a year. Maybe I would take this opportunity to continue on what you're doing for, your little people. You know what I'm saying? And just keep trying to mold them, shape them. And that relationship, it will happen when it happens, right? So maybe a little bit more better speaking terms. That communication is going to be a little bit more fixed, won't be so severed. So just give it time. And like I said earlier, it's not on our time. Spirit does not do things on our time. And I've learned that just a few weeks ago. I've been praying for stuff to happen. I'm just like, when is it going to happen? It hasn't happened yet. And then boom, it happens. And I was like, I forgot about that. Like, thanks. Like, I needed that right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was just talking about that. Do something. What did I just say? And then I was just talking about that. Do something new. Do something adventurous. Right? It's not about giving to other people all the time or trying to help other people all the time. Sometimes you have to do something for yourself. And that could include a little family. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's not worry about helping everybody else, because right now we just need to focus on me. I need to focus on me and mine. So that's exciting. So if you guys happen to go to your trip, have a lot of fun. That's what I'm saying, girl. I need it. You're welcome, Amber. No problem. Ask me anytime. I'm usually just, even if I'm just like watching TV or something, I'm usually sitting there just shuffling my cards anyway. You got to build that connection with spirit. Because like I said, the outside world gets so clouded. Your judgment is so loud. Sometimes we don't just sit back and meditate and take time for ourselves. And me doing this gives me time to just close out the world and just go inward and listen. Thank you. want to see if I can end this off with an affirmation for you. I was going to try to save my affirmation cards because I like to pull one each morning. I've been doing that for like the past few days, and they've been so nice. So nice. Let's see if I can pull one for you before anything. That was all wrong. All right, here you go. And I'm going to show you this beautiful butterfly, too. Look at it. It's so cute. Each card has a different butterfly on it. So cute. I'm not even going to say nothing. I soothe away anxiety and stress by choosing to do things that help me relax. I think I don't need to say anything else. I was literally just saying do something for you. Get away from the outside world and just like listen to peace. Listen to the sound of peace. Yes, I love it. I like that. That was so sweet. I like that reading. That kind of made me feel good. And it's not even about me. That was nice. Aww. Yeah, they're all butterflies. I love butterflies too. These are super cute. Right on target. Incense is done. I like to keep the ashes because I use them for my spell work. Oh, not spilled. That's better. Okay. It's getting kind of hot in this room, baby. Jesus, it's getting kind of hot in here. You're welcome, Amber. I'll talk to you again, sweetie. Talk to you later. I'm probably just gonna get done with here anyway and go get something to eat because I am hungry. That was all bad. I'm gonna do that again. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. What are you saying? shuffle these, get these ready, and go eat, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do another reading. Now I kind of want to do a love reading. I want to do one now. I'm going to do that when I come back to eat. I need to get my energy up because, oh, this room's starting to get kind of warm in here. I've already lit 2 incense, so it smells incensey, super strong, and I have no food on my stomach. I just keep drinking juice. I got this, what is it? It's called like a watermelon berry boom or bloom or something. This juice is bomb. Oh my gosh. I keep drinking it. I ain't gonna save none for my husband. I'm gonna be like, where's the watermelon bloom, man? I don't know. This ain't in the refrigerator? That sucks. Who's that albino? Hello. I'm just getting my cards ready for my next reading, but first I am gonna have to get off alive just for a few moments because I need to go get something to eat before I wind up with a headache, and I can't do readings if I'm not focused. I'm trying to let my tablet charge too. Hey, I can't see your picture right now. It's too far away. It's on my phone. Who that? Let me see. I think I know who that is. I can't see. It's too far away, but hey. Oh, I know who you are. I know exactly who you are. Okay. What's going on? Haven't talked to you in forever. I thought you forgot about me. Keeping 100. Are we upside down? You been staying out of trouble, D? That's funny. I'm good. Good. Working and working some more. That's all I ever do. I'm not going out there with that whole little pandemic thing. They can kiss me goodbye. I'm not doing that. I stay at home. Work from home. I go get gas. Go get my cigarettes. Go get groceries. And that's pretty much it. Everything else, all I need is in mi casa. That's funny. Are you still living in the same area, D? Alright, so now that I've woken up my deck, I'll set it right here for a moment. I need to go get something to eat. I feel like my stomach is about to start growling really loud. Who wants to hear that on the lives? Nobody. Yeah, I'm in the same spot. What about you? I am now in the Arizona state. Can you flip? Um, yeah, I'm in Arizona. In Tucson. I'm just kidding, it's Tucson. I'm not going nowhere no time soon. Not quite yet. Okay, I got 30 for person. Oh, I need to find the other head to that charger. But for now, I guess it's going to have to just wait because my phone is more important than this. But what I'm going to do, D, I'm going to go get something to eat real quick. And then I'll be back. Do you have any reason to come back here? I mean, yeah, I still have family out there. So I do have a reason to come back. I do know my husband and I, we were planning on last year to do like a road trip across the country to come visit and then go up to Canada and just go like looking around and stuff like that. And then we all got hit with the Rona in our lives. So that trip didn't happen. But I was so excited to come back home and just to be back into Chicago and be like, oh my gosh, look, this is where I grew up. This is where this. So excited. But it does not see fit to come back right now because I do not feel like traveling with all the stuff going around. I've been healthy this entire time and I choose to stay that way, to be honest with you. So I'll wait. Chicago ain't going nowhere. As long as y'all don't burn that shit down anytime soon, I'll be able to come back. For real. Because y'all be tripping. Do you have any reason to leave? Let me ask you that. I find myself wanting to know, like, do y'all have any reason to leave? Ain't y'all tired of all the craziness? Don't you want to experience life outside of Chicago? Which one? What song? I think I probably sent that to you like forever ago. What was it? Did I title it? Did I tell you the title? Because I've had so many songs. I don't know which. I don't remember which one. If I sent you a song and it was a female singing, yeah, it was me. Where did you go? Oh, yes. Yeah, I wrote that song forever ago. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Yeah, that was me. I don't really send people songs of anybody singing unless it's me singing. Unless I'm like, hey, check out this song on YouTube. But usually the majority of people I know have already heard songs because I'm like a late bloomer when it comes to songs. Yeah, I just was just sharing my music with y'all. That was all. I was just trying to spread some positivity. Yeah. Nice. I'm glad you were able to see it. I haven't written in so long though. I don't even know the last time well, I lied. I think it was, I wouldn't say all that. But I write, of course, people write songs on how like life experiences or how they feel or what they went through, and that was just a time in my life where I felt like it was a lot of people that were leaving for whatever reason, and I was like, I'm gonna write a song about it. And I did. If it made it feel like I was talking about you and it made you feel like bad, that wasn't the intent. But I just like to write music, and I like to let people hear it and get their feedback on it. Because I don't know, having people hear me sing, it just feels so good to me. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Boy, you are right. You was okay. I'm pretty sure you was like, what the fuck? But no, it wasn't specifically for anyone in particular or specific. I just wrote a song and I was like, I'm going to just send it out to people and try to see if I can get their reaction on it, because I love writing and I love singing. I just wanted to share it. I want to hear you sing right now. Oh my God, Sierra, where'd you even come from? I'm trying to go eat. Y'all playing. I can sing you to my YouTube. You can hear from there until I get back, and then I can probably sing live for y'all. It's like gonna be a little concert. Is that what y'all trying to make this out of? What's going on? I was trying to read tarot cards, and y'all over here talking about singing. That's funny. But I can sing for you, Sierra. Not right now, right now. Hello, I'll pop that as you. You be just with the quickness, like, yo, what's up? Whoa, where'd you come from? Nah, you Gucci. But I was trying to go eat before I was talking to D, but because I'm starving, y'all. My stomach is growling. Because I like hearing you sing. You already know. I know. I just get shy sometimes. That's why I always do a recording of me singing and then I send it out to people. Instead of like, I used to sing in front of a lot of people a long time ago. But I haven't done it in a while. So I get super nervous all over again. Super, super nervous. But I love singing. I feel that my voice has, I'll say, weakened lately, because I haven't been like practicing and stuff like that and keeping my voice active, if that makes sense. But I can still hit some notes, okay? Okay. You can't be nervous with me. Aww. Tinker yo. I know, I try not to be. I do. And okay, so like if I'm in a mood to where I just want to sing my little ass off, I'll turn on my karaoke machine, I'll grab my microphone, and I can be anywhere. It'll be the dining room, the living room, the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom. I don't care. Like, I want to sing and I want to sing in this area, and I just visualize myself all by myself. And I'm just like blurting it out and just having fun by myself. Don't need nobody with me. And then here comes my husband just staring there. Just standing there. Staring. Not saying shit. And then I just happen to just be in my mood and turn around and he's just like cheering or just do something random and it scares the shit out of me. That's when I'm just like, I'll whisper from now on. But I love singing. I don't care who hears. Yep, they always say sing like nobody's listening. So I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what I'm going to have you do, Sierra, since you want me to do that, I want you to make a small list of what you would like to hear send it to me, and then we can go from there. Deal? We can do that. Because I always stand I know you will. I know it. Cool. But for right now, y'all, for real, because this room's getting like uber hot. I need to go turn on the AC. And I need to go get some food for my belly because she about to get upset and start growling. And I hate that sound. Sounds like I have a demon inside of me. So we gonna prevent that from happening. And then I will be back with y'all after I get done eating. Let me get my mind right. Let me get my energy back up so I can continue on doing my readings. Because for real, it's like that time of day where it's just like time to stuff my face with some delicious ass food right now. But yeah, I need to get my energy back up before I can do any more readings because my energy vibrations are way too low for me right now. And I'm not feeling it. So I'm about to go eat, and then I will be back with y'all in about 30 minutes to an hour. I probably should set an alarm clock. I'll probably do that, but my phone needs to charge for sure. So I'm gonna charge my phone. My tablet needs to be charged too, but I only have one charger head for it, and I'm using it for my phone. But I'm gonna go eat, and I will be back with y'all. So stay tuned, Serenity, and I will see y'all after I stuff my face. Serenity Breeze signing out. Deuces.